Hey SlayBaes, hey. Listen, have you ever wondered how you can overcome some of your style challenges and do it with ease? Well, I and a great partner of mine have come up with what we know are the most common challenges of midlife professionals who really want to show up as their best selves, but really are kind of struggling with a few things to get their ultimate slay on. So I have a big surprise. As you can see, my scenery is a little bit different, but I'm going to be bringing you some heat content, and I can't wait to introduce you to my slay sister at Angela Michelle. So if you're ready to learn more about how you can overcome the most common struggles that you may be having slaying your way in your profession, then get ready, get set, let's slay. So I told you. Let's slay. So I told you I have the at Angela Michelle, and here she is. I am in her setup, y'all. Isn't this posh? Yes. I'm ready to get started. How about you?
I am. Thank you for coming, or thank you for inviting me to your space.
Girl.
And your ladies.
I can't think of anybody else I would rather do this with. Come on. Get into it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have to get Darlene on again. You see, she applied for the Sephora squad.
Yes.
I sent in a little thing immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope she gets on.
I hope she gets on. It is a slam dunk. I know it.
I hope she gets in. I'm going to celebrate with her.
She's put in the work.
She has.
She's put in the
work. And that face. Oh. That makeup is flawless.
Yes.
Like, she looks like she has a...
Like my titty is 8. She's 8. She eats down every time. Every time.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Topic of the day.
Yes. We are talking about 3 common challenges that midlife professional women have. So this is serious stuff.
It is. It is.
Because, and as we've been working together, you're starting to hear the same things that I've been hearing for some time. And that is that there are certain things that really get in the way of you showing up as your best, beautiful self. And what we want to do is identify those 3 most common ones and break them down.
Yes.
Okay.
And tell you how you can work on it. If that is indeed one of your issues, we're here to help. We are here to educate and teach you how to navigate this thing called my personal style.
That's right. So let's start with common challenge number 1. So ladies, the first, and I would probably say the most common challenge that we hear from midlife professional women who really want to soar with their style is finding the right fit.
Absolutely.
Right? So we hear constantly, I love this shape, I love this style, I love that on you, but that's not gonna look good on me.
Right.
All of those types of challenges. And honestly, Angela, it really hurts my heart because it's almost as if, you know, a lot of our clients will, or have before they started working with us, cut out certain things, feel like they just cannot do that. They can't wear shorts. They can't wear bathing suits. They can't wear strapless gowns or things of that nature because they've just not had great luck with those types of pieces.
And I think sometimes the issue has been they have seen an item on a model and
or influencer.
You're guilty. Or influence, yes.
And they just keep it a buck, right?
Absolutely. And they've seen it on us or seen it on the model and like, oh, I really love this dress or I love these pants or that top. And they purchase it for themselves, not being cognizant of body shape. Like we're shaped the same. We're petite. Even though we don't look it, you know, we throw the heels off. We're petite, true petites, under 5'4", both of us.
For sure.
And so if you're 5'8", 5'9", that item is not going to look the same on you. If you have a small bust or if you have a short torso, even a long torso, it's not going to look the same. So you have to take that into account when you're looking at a certain item on an influencer or on a model on the internet.
For sure, for sure. So we want to talk about, like, if this is a challenge of yours, first of all, we want to know if this is one of your challenges, because we want to test what we think are the most common struggles, right? So if this is a problem for you, these are two big things that we would say that you should do to solution for them. The first thing I would say is don't be afraid to customize your clothes. Okay, and I'm gonna drill this down.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, manufacturers, designers, they craft their pieces to forms or to muses or to model bodies, okay? And it's very rare that they use an everyday woman's body, and it's probably very rare that they use a midlife woman's body.
A little soft there, a little soft right here. We're a little soft,
right?
Yes.
Okay, so with that being said, the first thing I want you to do is stop blaming yourself. Stop blaming your body, because that is not the issue. The issue is that these garments are cut and designed to fit people who may not have the same type of body shape that you do. So I would say that you have to get into the mindset of customizing your clothes.
Yes. Now, if you want to look good, it's going to cost you a little bit. You need to find your tailor, someone that you work with again, someone that you trust, that you can bring your items to. They know your history. They know the length of your legs. They know how you like for your items to fit on you.
Yes, agreed. And you know, sometimes it is hard to find a tailor. And one thing I would say is a quick tip is don't try your cleaners. Okay, that's not their lane. Their lane is cleaning.
Although they'll have a sign in the window that says
alteration.
Yeah, or they'll send. They have someone that comes in. No. If you don't open the door and you don't see racks of clothes with tags on them where people need to come and pick their pieces up, you don't see a sewing machine somewhere close to the front.
Clock it. That's a no-go. Okay.
Absolutely.
So it does take time, it does take patience, and it takes intention. Ask around, see if you can get a referral from someone that you know, family member, friend, co-worker, something like that, so you can get in the right direction. And I would say that start with something simple. Start with him. Start with taking something simple in, you know, just those small little things, and then you can kind of elevate to giving them like some real major custom jobs.
Yeah, you start with your slacks and then you go to blazers. After they've shown that they can customize 3-4 pair of slacks
and jeans.
Yes.
Jeans.
Yes.
If they can't work with them with that denim,
find you someone else. Find you someone else.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is what we would definitely recommend, is really getting into the mindset, and keep in mind, like, this is what comes along with elevating, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, shopping off the rack is great if it works for you, but clearly, based on what we hear, it's not working for everybody. And because our bodies are changing and how things fit us are changing, it's time to really invest in a good fit for your clothes.
Yes. Now, the next thing that you need to recognize and identify is your body shape and what shape is flattering for your particular body shape, not just your size, because you can have an apple body that is a size 4 or a size 14. So you need to identify your body shape and styles that look fantastic and that flatter your shape.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we do and some of the coaching that we do is we show our clients and our group community members a picture of women who weigh the same. Okay, so that number on the scale is the exact same. So let's just say it's 150 pounds. But then we show that it's 5 women lined up, and they're different heights, they're different shapes, and they all look very different. And the same pieces, let's just say it's a white tank and some jeans, look completely different. Okay, so, you know, not everyone's body is created equal, but they're all beautiful.
Yes.
It's just getting in tune with what your shape is and what is the most flattering pieces for your shape. So for example, I am a bit of an inverted triangle, and really more because of the girls, right? Like, they kind of command the room.
We here, you see us. We see you, you see us.
Okay. So with that being said, I have to be careful about my neckline. I have to be careful about how I balance my silhouette. And so you can even notice here what I'm wearing. So if I were to just have a straight up and down vest, which I can wear, okay, but this is super flattering because you see how it just like whoop, and then it comes out here. So it's creating the hourglass shape. So for example, this vest that I have on right now is cut in an hourglass shape already. So it's structured in a way that is very flattering for my shape. I don't look as top heavy because it cinches right in the smallest part of my waist and then it balloons out a little bit. So it gives me balance. The eye loves to see balance. And yes, symmetry. Symmetry and balance, same thing. It loves to see that. And so, and it's not about the weight, okay? It's not about how tall you are, how short you are, your high, your short or long torso. It's about just making sure that there is balance. So if you look in the mirror and see imbalance, try to figure out, how can I create balance? How can I trick the eye to see balance from the top and the bottom?
And we're not saying that an hourglass shape is the perfect shape. We're just saying that is what the eye is drawn to. So I am an inverted triangle as well. And so I love a fit and flare.
Yes.
Because the fit and flare, it has a little volume up top, like these sleeves have a little volume. I don't do large volume up top because she has no hips, okay? There are no hips to be found right here. I only had them for 7 months that I was pregnant, but a fit and flare tucks in at the waist and it gives the illusion of that curve at the bottom. Yes. So it balances the way I look. So, but the very best shape for our shape is like this top. It's fitted at the top and curves out, snatches in the waist and curves out at the hip. So it gives us the illusion of a little curve at the hip.
Right, which I don't have either. None. All right. Now, if you are pear shaped, let's just say you carry more of your weight or your width below the waistline. So with that, you want to draw the eye upward. Okay. So in your case, you could go for the voluminous top, right? Because you're trying to balance out the hip line. So those are just a few things that you would want to be considering when you're shopping. Yes. These are the things that, you know, when you go and you're shopping and you're in the fitting room, you grab all these things, you look at the things on the mannequin, you go in the dressing room, you have 20 pieces and you come out with 2. Okay, maybe. Yes. On a good day.
Been there, done that. Yeah.
On a good day. And that's because you're not using that discerning eye, the filter to look at it and be like, yeah, no, that's not that right now.
I like that dress, but that dress is not for my body shape at all.
And that's okay.
Yes.
And that's okay. But it just sharpens your ability to make better choices and it cuts down on the shaming of yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, we hope that that was really helpful for you. That is one of the most common things that we hear. So if this is one of your challenges or one of your biggest challenges, we want you to put 1 in the comments.
Since it's challenge number 1. Challenge number 2.
So challenge number 2, and I really love this because 5 years ago, I left corporate to pursue my career in image consulting and personal styling, and balancing professionalism and expressing my true personal style was always something that I had to do, right? Like it wasn't a thing that I allowed the corporate environment to dictate to me, because I knew that there was no way that I could be my best self at work if I couldn't express who I was through fashion. That was one of the things that it was like my cape.
Okay.
Right? I couldn't be superwoman at work unless I felt authentic in how I was showing up. And honestly, when I did feel authentic and special in how I showed up, I performed better.
Absolutely.
I did. eye string words together, y'all, that I didn't even know was up in me, okay? In meetings, in the boardroom, it's just, it's like my power pack. So if you're that person and you're struggling with showing up professionally, but also honoring your personal style, then you are probably one of those chicks that want to hear like what our solution to that is.
Yes. So, and I have a story. Like when I went from, I'm a nurse.
Yes.
I went from working as a staff nurse into a leadership role. I didn't have a mentor, so I didn't have anyone to guide me as to there's a professional uniform, but in nursing it's very conservative.
Right.
Now my personal style, and back then I was in my early 30s, honey, the 4-inch heels were it. The 4-inch heels were it. Yes, and I could run a block in those heels. Unfortunately, for me, that was not the case for nursing.
Right,
It was
for that environment.
The problem was it was frowned upon, and there were two problems. The first problem was I didn't know. And the second problem was no one told me, and I think it was an issue behind the scenes.
Got it.
But no one told me, and I thought it was fine because I get out the car, walk, half a mile to my desk with those heels on, click, clack, and
Right.
no problem. But I later look back and notice, hindsight is 20/20.
All the time. Every time.
For instance, one day my boss called me to her office and told me that she had concerns about me being able to do my job due to the height of my heels. Girl, I was like,
What now?
She did. Excuse me.
Now, y'all that know me from back in the day, I have over 20 years of HR experience. That makes me cringe to my soul.
Let me just say, a folder was started within a few months. I just, because I had been in that role.
Yeah.
I had worked as the charge nurse prior to me being a unit manager. I knew the HR end of it. Like if there's just something's wrong, you go ahead and start that file.
Yeah, start the file.
HR. I had my I ain't gonna even say her name. I would call her at least every 2 months. I was calling her.
Wow.
At least. But and then it was difficult because I had to.
Right.
How do I respond to this professionally?
Right. Come on.
To keep my job. I was
and don't give them no reason.
Yes. And didn't make rounds on my unit with my heels on.
Yeah.
But now that I look back on it, I probably should have taken it down to 2.5. But I wasn't having any problems. But it just, I know now.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I don't have any. I walked from my car to work and I walked all the way over here.
Yeah.
Okay. My mind was like, just because you can wear them, don't call me in here.
Right. Don't call me in here. Hey.
Yes. But she
literally, because I'm sure that wasn't in the handbook.
That's exactly what I was
That was
thinking.
not in the
She didn't
handbook.
know how to approach me in a mentoring, let me help you understand why this might be a problem sort of way. It was just, I have concerns with the head.
Well, I mean, the only thing I could guess that the problem will be is perception, but perception of what? Because you're doing your job, right? So, that would have been interesting.
It was challenging. And I was clean every day.
I know you were, auntie. That ain't changed. Then you ain't new to this. You true to this. Just like me.
I had my white lab jacket but then I learned how to, I still kept my heels most of the time. Not all the time, sometimes. I learned how to switch over from the staff nurse uniform to a professional role in nursing.
Yes.
Leadership role in nursing.
Yes.
This is what that entails.
And what it looks like.
Yes. That was.
Yeah. That's a whole nother topic and conversation. I'll give you one more example that I know of, really recent. A client that we just had we had a photo shoot with her and a colleague, and then we had a photo shoot with her daughter for her Sweet 16. And she was expressing to me how, as a educator, that she would be bad to the bone every day, clean. Do you understand?
They take notice. They really,
as they should. And you should not have to feel that you have to dim down
Correct.
for someone else's comfort level. So, but she was called into the office and the conversation was had that she's showing up too loud and, out dressing pretty much everyone else, and that she needs to tone it down.
That conversation never came up, and I didn't know that people noticed. I was so oblivious to the fact until one of my colleagues was like, girl, do you understand when you walk into a room? Do you understand how you walk into? I was like, oh, just walk in the room like everybody else. She said, oh no, no you don't, no you don't, you do not. You walk into shoulders back, head up, and there's a presence.
Take up space. Presence.
I really,
presence.
Honest to God,
yes.
I did not know. I had no clue. I was like, really? She's like, Angela.
Well, and you know what? We're scraping y'all. Listen, y'all getting raw footage. Like, we did not script this or anything. But you bring up a very interesting point, because a lot of people do feel like they have to dim down so that everyone else around them feels comfortable. And I think in some corporate or professional settings, that is what the norm is, and the expectation is that everybody kind of stays in a certain realm, or if you stand out, then it's not honored, right? And it's not celebrated, and that's a shame. That's a big shame. And I would just, for anyone out there watching this who have struggled with this, before we get into our tips, right?
we done. It's good.
But before we get into our tips, I mean, this is what I call mindset, right? I'm going to talk about mindset, and then we'll get to the solutions. But mindset wise, you do have to, make a call, right? And that is, when I was transitioning in my professional career, 20 years in HR, but I had a transition after about 6 or 7 years. When I did that and started interviewing, I said, if the culture at wherever I land cannot accept Shay in her full Shayness, then that's not the culture for me.
That takes someone who is strong in self.
Yes.
And I think I didn't recognize, because I know who I am.
Yes.
I'm no better than anyone else, but I know who I am.
Yes.
And I'm very, very comfortable in my skin. And it was just, this is just me. I didn't think anything about it. And it had the conversation come about regarding the way I dress, I would have been shocked.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have changed a thing.
Right. And that because it threatens other people's mediocrity. I'm just going to put it out there.
Because most of them.
Your shine threatens other people's mediocrity. And when people feel threatened, they either retreat or they attack. And so I think that what we deal with in these situations is attack sometimes. Girl. So you got to put your armor on, sis. That's all I'm saying. From a mindset perspective, put your armor on. This is another thing that I talk to clients about as they're going through the slay journey with us.
Expectations. This is what could potentially happen.
Correct.
Just so that you know that you're not surprised if this happens, not just at work.
No.
Come on, somebody.
Come on.
Not
the
just
closest
at work.
People to you.
That friend that really ain't a friend. Oh, you think I like your dress. Oh, I like your pants the next time. Oh, that necklace is pretty now. Oh, she thinks she cute.
That part.
No, you think she cute.
Yeah.
And she is.
And she is.
But you have a problem with really waiting your friend in the first place.
And then you'll start hearing things like, oh, I didn't know we was dressing up, or oh, I didn't know we was doing all of that. Well, again,
Gonna do all of that every time. Gonna do all of that every time.
It's the same thing. When people feel threatened by your presence, they either retreat or attack. Right?
Because the people that are not threatened are going to celebrate. Oh my God.
Yes, I did.
What did I say when you came in the house? Girl, if that ain't a Shay outfit, I don't know what is. That looks so unlike it.
She said literally, and I'm tucking this away because it made my probably month, okay? She said, you look just like Shay.
That's a Shea Cunningham outfit. This looks like a skirt, but it's actually a skirt.
It's a skirt.
But it was the colors. It was the chartreuse and that beautiful pink and the pink lip. And y'all didn't see the toenails. Like, it just looks like Shea for real.
So, but that is someone who is really about you, who is a cheerleader, who loves you, who supports you, and they want to see you shine. They want to see you live in your fullness. So now, we haven't got to the solutions yet.
Let's tell you the solution to balance.
You said near solution.
The solution to balancing professionalism and personal style.
So the first one we would definitely recommend is a capsule wardrobe that gives you the ability to mix and match professional and trendy pieces, or pieces that really just reflect your personal style. So for you, I mean, you may wear a suit, okay? But can you do a suit with, girl?
Oops, this is real life. This is what happened when we're filming that we cut out. We're not gonna cut this out though. This is they like the bloopers, Shay. They like the bloopers.
Okay, and let me turn this. Oh, it's hubby too.
I was gonna say it's one of the children.
Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest one,
baby.
So where was I?
Capsule wardrobe.
Yes. So maybe you wear a suit, right? But could you wear it and still express your personal style? So could you wear a blouse or a cami or something underneath that has a pop of color or maybe a fun print? Could you be the girl who's always known for her banging shoes? I mean, there are always ways for you to find ways to really be able to show who you are and still stay true to your authentic self and be professional in any professional setting.
So it's like having 10 women with a white t-shirt on and a pair of jeans. Each one of those women are gonna style that completely different. They're gonna look totally different. Even if they have nothing on, they have their bare feet, just a t-shirt and the jeans, it's going to look totally different on each and every person in that lineup.
Yeah, especially if they lean into the uniqueness of their authentic style. It reminds me of how I used to wear frames to like really express my style and my edginess. And that was a great way to, you have to wear glasses. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody have to wear glasses, but I did. And I still do have to wear glasses anyway. So why not use that as a way to express who you are authentically? And it's a great conversation starter.
It absolutely, and it's a great way if you're scared and you don't really like loud colors or lots of prints, but you really want to express a little bit of style. It's a very easy way to express yourself. Some frames, you're bound once unless you break them. You get your eyes checked and you need a new frame, but you have those frames and you have it with you everywhere. So you have a little bit of your personal style everywhere you go.
Absolutely. And I will say this, if you are in a profession or in a culture where they actually do embrace and celebrate individuality and expressing your uniqueness, go for it.
You're fantastic.
Go for it. Like, really go there. Don't just,
lean back in the shadows.
Do what everybody else is
yourself. Yes. Do the most.
Yes. Like, my mentor used to say, blend into the wallpaper. Like, ain't nobody. That's a good one.
Yes.
Don't blend into the wallpaper, like pop out. Okay, it's okay to pop out, and it really does brand you and how you show up. It's funny, and I'm just a little sidebar story because personal style really does parlay into personal branding. It's the experience of you, right? And so I was just doing a contract situation with a company that I actually worked for previously. And I finished my contract and they're giving me like a little going away virtual party. It was so sweet. And they did, those word maps or word, it's like words and they're positioned in different ways. And they asked every team member on my team to describe Shay. One word to describe Shay. And all of the words that popped up was it was just heartwarming and overwhelming, because these are things that are my intention. These are things that I want people to feel and experience as an experience of me. And so to be able to see that that is actually resonating because of all of the finite details. So it's the glasses, it's the bright colors, it's the smile, like it's just little things that teach people who you are.
Absolutely.
And how to honor and appreciate that.
And it's great that they recognize that what they saw is what you intended for them to see.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes. And remind me, I'm gonna send it to you so you can put it up so people can see what it is. It meant the world.
Oh.
Yeah. So, ladies, those are some solutions, some things that you can do to balance your personal style with professional environments and really shine and still feel very true to you.
So the third challenge that we've identified is keeping up with the trends.
Yes. I think a lot of our clients and our community members here may struggle with this. As midlife women, okay, we are still trying to pop out, okay, in these streets. We want to stay fresh. We want to stay current. We want to continue to honor who we are and, you know, let people know that, like, we ain't dead. We just do it. It's an evolution. We popping out, right?
Because a lot of times women get to, I would say, our age, you're a few years younger. You're more than a few. 5, 6, 5.5, 6 years younger. Round that time.
I was counting.
They get to where I am between you and I, and they look up and they look in the mirror, and that is not the person that they feel like inside. They focus so much on children or nieces or nephews or parents or grandparents or our spouses, somebody else, or they've put everything they've had into work and kind of put their style and who they are and how they want to be viewed in the world on the back burner. Not intentionally, but these things took precedence over my personal style, me keeping up with what's modern and what's fresh. But it's okay. It's okay. It happens to a lot of us. So that's what we're here for. We got you.
Correct. But now this trend thing is a delicate balance, right?
Yes.
Because you don't want the trends to dictate how you show up, because then that's inauthentic, right? So you do have to balance. This is a solution, okay? You do have to balance and filter the trends to your personal style. And not only your personal style, but also your body shape, okay? So I'll give you a quick story. Back in the day, I say back in the day, but I guess that was like 5 years ago. Back in the day. Listen,
back in the day.
When you get of a certain age, child, back in the day is like last year.
Yes.
But 5 years ago, so this was around COVID. That's how I know it was 5 years ago. The peasant blouses were really hot, and it's kind of like a boho type of vibe. And I loved them when I would see them being advertised and on influencers and stuff like that. I bought 3. I was like, I want 3 of them. And I got different colors, different styles, but they had that peasant blouse effect. Well, that was really not it for me, because I am not, for one, my style aesthetic is not boho at all. I will tap into something a little bit, yes, but that's just not typically in one of my style pillars. And then also it adds volume, right, to my upper body. So from a body shape perspective, it wasn't doing me any favors, child. Okay, it wasn't doing me any favors. It was making me look bigger up top because of how voluminous it was, and the sleeves. So it just did not work for me. I found myself wearing it 2 times in Zoom calls or something like that, because everybody was on Zoom calls back then, and I never wore them again. So like that, you have to filter. I should have said, Shay, that's cute on them, let them have that, but that's not great for your body shape, nor is it really aligned with your style pillars.
And one way that you can make certain that you don't travel down that road, I've done it as well, more so with colors, then I have a dress right now. The only reason I still have the dress is because I want one made just like it.
Got it.
In a color that is great for my skin tone, because it's peach.
Yeah. All right. Mine is lavender. It's a no-go for me. Wow. But you see how she said the only reason why, it's like she know Coach is like, why you still got that thing? But she said the only reason why I still have it
because I want to have one made just like in the same shape, same size, everything except for the.
I know what you mean.
You can identify, if you have some fashion people that are, you can pull from YouTube. You have some content creators or some bloggers, or you have a magazine that you reach for on a consistent basis, and find someone that has a similar body shape. And I would go a little further to say similar age. Yeah. Because I don't want to look like I'm 25. I can wear a bodycon dress. It's going to look good on me, but I'm not going to feel good in it. I'm going to feel like, oh God.
Yeah, self-conscious.
Down. My grandkids got there. No, God, no. Right. So I follow people whose style resonate with how I want to look. And you can do that as well. It takes a little work. Yes. But anything that's worth having is going to take it's going to take a little work. It's going to take a little effort.
Intention.
Absolutely. And when you dress like you want to look, it looks like intentional dressing. It looks like when you see somebody and they just look amazing, they intended to look amazing. It didn't happen by happenstance. No. They intended to look amazing. They got up, they chose the right fit for them, they chose the right silhouette for them, they chose the right color. And so when you do all of that and you put your clothes on, it just makes your chest stick out. It makes you feel amazing. It makes you want to twirl a little bit when you look in the mirror. You've all had on an outfit and like, girl, I look good. Yes. That is intentional. So try to find someone who resonates with your sense of style and or the style that you want to have down the future.
That's a really good point, right? Because it may not be your current style, but it could be inspiration for where you're going, for that woman that is in your future and how you want to show up in rooms and spaces and places. So love that.
Yeah. And sometimes we get a little lost, but we're going to help you, guide you to where you need to be. Yeah. That's why we're here.
Exactly. So with that, if this is one of the challenges that you struggle with, knowing how to balance trends or not wanting to chase trends, but still wanting to be fresh, but still wanting to be true to your authentic style, then go ahead and put 3 in the comments and let us know if you are going to utilize one of our solutions. So Angela, since you said that we can help them along the way.
And we can.
We got something really special that we want to personally invite you to. It is called the Elevate Your Presence Masterclass. Yes. So this is I would say a action-packed 60-minute opportunity for you to hear from us on exactly what steps you need to take to do actually the 3 things that we talked about today. So leaning into what your authentic personal style is, learning about your body shape so that you can wear things that are more flattering for you, and build a wardrobe that you love and that is going to fit your lifestyle effortlessly. So if you're looking for an opportunity, to get some access with us for 60 minutes, you're going to have this opportunity for what? Free $99.
Face to face. We're looking at you, you see me, I see you, you see me, and ask questions and get answers from us.
Yes, so the VIP, Angela, I added this to give our community an opportunity to get some real intimate time with us. So an extra 30 minutes. So if you want the content that we're going to be bringing, that you can take all the tips and tricks and all the good things, do that. But if you want to pay just a little bit extra, we're talking about $27. That's what, 2 lattes. Okay. Are y'all getting the pumpkin lattes yet? Maybe it's 3 lattes.
Yeah, went to Starbucks today. They stopped my horchata. I was sick. The pumpkin lattes they started today.
See, so that's just a few lattes. Because if you do the extra pumps and the syrups and the this and the that, you get right.
then it's 2.
That part. So for the price of 2 cinnamon or pumpkin lattes, you can get 30 extra minutes with Angela and I to answer like any pressing firing questions that you have, like on the spot. It's like laser coaching. And with that, you also get some really cool downloadable tools. So if you want some great videos on how to do some of the things we talked about here today, if you want an actual handbook to go with the masterclass so you can take notes, because I know we got note takers out there. Yeah. And if you struggle with planning out your outfits, yeah, we got that too. We've created a template so that you can have a calendar to put your outfits in and be super organized and not have to have a crash out every morning before it's time to get dressed.
We're gonna have to get dressed a lot quicker.
Yes.
A lot quicker.
So we would really love to have you join us, have your face in the place, and go ahead and do it now. Like, it's going to be in the description.
Yes, and the first pinned comment.
Yes. So make it happen. We can't wait to see you. Yes. Okay, Angela.
Yes.
It's time to wrap it up now.
We gotta go to the spa.
We got places.
We gotta go to the spa.
Yes. So the first thing, what did we talk about?
Finding the right fit.
So super important to do that, to show up as our best selves, to build our confidence, and just know that we are at our ultimate level. The second thing was
balancing professionalism and personal style.
Oh yeah. So that's that, we got into some deep conversation there, right? Because it is a super delicate balance, but it can be done. And lastly, keeping up with those trends.
You have to, not every last one of them. You don't.
Nope. Use that filter, use that discerning eye, and just lean into the things that make you feel good and make you feel confident.
That being said, thank you so much for joining us. We really would love to see you in that masterclass so we can put a face with a name and actually talk to you, because we love seeing the ladies that support us and subscribe to our channels so we can actually, kiki and haha a little bit. And if you want a more intimate setting, go ahead and for just $27 for 2 to 3 lattes, one if you buy it in the airport. Click on that VIP button. We'd love to see you there. Thank you so much again for joining us, and we hope you have the most amazing day.
Slay all day. Bye.